Hello, Lawrence Grayson back again for shortformvideo.com with another After Effects tutorial to get your teeth into. Now, everyone knows if you want to be taken seriously in the tutorial community, you need to create a tutorial that shows some kind of facial distortion. Martanen has his excellent form face tutorial, and of course Andrew Kramer has his excellent demon face warp tutorial. So what can I do to compete against these two giants of the motion graphics industry? Well, I thought I'd set my face on fire. So here it is. In today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to do this. It's really simple and doesn't require any extra plugins other than the standard toolset featured in After Effects. First things first, I have this rather uninspiring piece of footage showing me mugging horribly into a camera in a dark room. I was actually holding an iPad above my head. Look at that. Face only a mother could love. I was actually holding an iPad with a white screen above my head in a darkened room to get that dark and light effect. Now, ideally you want to keep your face fairly still for this, and you need to put the light in such a way that you get these nicely defined areas of shadow around the cheekbones, the eye sockets, and particularly the mouth. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a quick garbage matte just to mask the areas off that I want to use. Now, I kept my head fairly still in this shot, so I shouldn't need to track the motion at all. So let's just see how that sticks around. Okay, that's pretty cool. Looks like a Bohemian Rhapsody video right there. Might just feather the mask a little bit, just to soften those edges even further. Okay, that looks pretty good. Next step is to crunch the levels down a bit. So find the levels color correction, drag it onto your footage, and we'll be playing with these sliders in the histogram. What you want to do is bring the white point down and the black point up, and play around with the midpoint just to really kind of bring those light and shade areas into stark relief. So that's the end result we've got there. Looks pretty good so far. Okay, next step. Type CC Toner into your effects panel. Drag that onto your footage. Now the default settings here are white, black, and this kind of crappy brown color. So we want to replace that with some more interesting flamey kind of colors. So we'll pick a nice strong orange and swap the white for a kind of bright yellow. Okay, I might just pick a more red version. So the next step is to actually create the flames that we want to use. So we'll just hit Control N, create a new composition, and we'll call this Fractal Fire. Create a new solid, call it Fractal Noise, leave it at black, make sure it's the same size as your composition. Type in Fractal Noise into your effects and presets and apply that. Now we just need to make some changes. We're going to select the dynamic twist and leave it on soft linear. We'll just check the invert button. Increase the contrast to about 390. Just get that nice shift between light and dark. With the timeline indicator at the beginning of your timeline, we're going to hit the stopwatch for evolution to create a keyframe. Move the timeline indicator to the end. Now I'm about 6.5 seconds, so we'll go for about 15 revolutions, and that'll give us this nice rapid evolution cycle that you can see here. And now we want to make that move, so we're just going to twirl down the transform. With the timeline indicator at the beginning of the timeline, check the offset turbulence, move the timeline indicator to the end, hold down shift and drag the Y value to about -2400, and that'll give us this nice rapidly moving flame effect rising up the screen. Now obviously you can play around with these settings to your heart's content. This is just a guideline to give you a starting position. Okay, go back to our face footage, grab the fractal fire composition that we've just created onto the top, right click on it and select blending mode, stencil luma, and all of a sudden we've got our flame effect scrolling up in front of our face, or my face, not your face, though it will be your face if you, never mind. So that's looking pretty good, but it's not quite flame-like, and you can still see that it's a pattern going up a 2D object. So we just need to give it that kind of heat haze ripple effect, just to make them look a little bit more like flames. So how do we do that? Well, it's really quite simple. In your Effects and Presets panel, type in Displacement Map, or Display, drag it onto the face footage. We'll scroll down. I'm going to change the horizontal displacement value to the alpha channel and increase the amount to 10. And then I'll choose the red channel and set the vertical displacement at 10 as well. Now I'll just render that out. So there you go, my flaming face ready to render. Obviously feel free to play around with any of these settings, and you can have a lot of fun with the fractal noise patterns in particular. Hope you found this useful, and I'll see you again next time.